Thanksgiving dinners are supposed to bring families together, but for me, that night did the opposite. It tore apart everything I thought I knew and revealed what nobody in my family ever wanted me to find. My name is Elena, and this is the story of how a simple sibling dare exposed a secret that had been growing in the shadows for years. The house smelled like roasted turkey, cinnamon pies, and the fake sweetness my family always carried during holidays. My stepsister, Nadia, sat across from me. Perfectly curled hair, perfect skin, perfect smile. The kind of smile that hid something sharp underneath. We weren't close. Actually, she barely acknowledged me unless she needed something. But that night, she was unusually talkative and sarcastic. As everyone laughed at one of her jokes, she looked at me with that half-smirk and said loudly, "Elena, seriously, if you disappeared for a few days, would anyone even notice? Or would it take Mom finding your toothbrush dry to realize you were gone?" Everyone laughed. Even my stepmom. Even my father. I forced a smile, but her words dug deeper than I expected.
A dare.
A joke. A humiliation wrapped as humor. Then she added, "No, seriously, I dare you. Go ghost. For 3 days. Let's see how missed you really are." Everyone was waiting for me to react, to defend myself, but I didn't. Something inside me snapped. Not in anger, but in clarity. "Vio, you want me gone?
Okay.
Let's see what happens when I am." I accepted the dare. I packed a small bag that night. 2 shirts, jeans, my charger, and the journal I kept hidden under my bed. I didn't tell a soul. I didn't post online. I didn't even leave a note. Around 2 a.m., while everyone slept in their post-Thanksgiving food coma, I slipped out. I got a cheap room at a small lodge on the quiet side of town, no cameras, no questions. For 3 days, I planned to do nothing but rest, and maybe prove to myself that Nadia was wrong. But by the end of the first day, nobody called. No texts. No missed calls. No, "Where are you?" Not even a message from my father. It hurt. More than I expected. By the second day, I started believing Nadia was right. Maybe I really didn't matter. But on the third day, everything changed. I woke up to a message on my phone, not from a family member, but from my bank. Bank alert. Unusual account activity detected. I blinked. I barely had $3,000 in my account. What unusual activity could possibly happen? I opened the message. $1, 200 withdrawal attempt denied. My heart nearly fell out of my chest. 1.5000 from my account? Where would that money even come from? I checked my balance. $39,798, almost $40,000. I froze. That money was new, deposited in chunks over 3 days. $12,000, 6, $5,000, $4,200, $9,000, all labeled as family fund, auto transfer. Family fund? What family? What fund? That was the moment I realized. Someone had been depositing money into an account under my name for years, and I had never noticed. I went straight to the bank. I didn't even shower. I needed answers. The banker, a middle-aged man with glasses, typed on his computer and frowned. "Ms. Elena, you've had automated deposits every month for almost 12 years. How have you never noticed?" My hands went cold. 12 years? I was 16 when that started. Who's sending the money? He showed me the sender details. The name hit me like a punch. Mr. Michael Adele. My father.
But why?
Why would he secretly put money into my account and never tell me? As the banker scrolled further, his expression changed. "You might want to sit down for this," he said. He printed a long sheet, pages of deposits. Then he pointed to 4 bold entries marked "Stopped Transfer." All 4 were dated exactly during the 3 days I disappeared. Meaning, the moment I left home, the automatic payment stopped. Someone had to manually cancel it. Someone who knew. Did they think I was dead? Or did they think I wouldn't notice? The banker printed the authorization log. The cancellation was made by Nadia Adele, my stepsister. I left the bank with shaking hands. Why was my stepsister canceling secret deposits my father had been making to me for years? The answer came unexpectedly. As I walked back to the lodge, my father called. The first call in 3 days. I picked up. "Elena, where are you?" my father asked. His voice wasn't worried. He sounded afraid. "Why were you sending me money for 12 years? Silence.
Long. Heavy. Guilty.
Then he whispered, "You weren't supposed to know." He came to meet me at the lodge. No stepmom. No Nadia. Just him. We sat outside. He couldn't even look me in the eye. "I made a mistake years ago, before I married your stepmother." He explained everything. When my mother died, she left a large insurance policy in my name. My father was supposed to manage it until I turned 25. But when he remarried, my stepmother insisted that family money should be shared. She pressured him to merge all finances. Out of guilt and fear, he agreed, but secretly kept a portion aside for me, depositing it monthly so it wouldn't raise suspicion. Only he and the bank manager knew. The plan was to give it to me quietly on my 25th birthday. I was silent. He continued. "When you left for 3 days, your stepmother panicked. She thought if you were missing, the savings would automatically transfer to you, or worse, come under investigation. So she told Nadia to stop the payments."
So that was it.
My disappearance triggered their fear of losing the money. Money meant for me. Money my mother left behind. I wasn't missing to them. I was a threat. A loose end. I went home with him. My stepmother was pacing. Nadia sat on the couch scrolling her phone like she didn't care. The moment they saw me, both froze. "Elena." "We were worried sick," my stepmom said. A lie. A terrible one. I looked straight at Nadia. I answered, "You dared me to disappear, and when I did, you canceled my mother's inheritance?" Her jaw dropped. My stepmother's face drained of color. "You checked the account?" she asked. My father stepped forward. "They know everything." The explosion erupted instantly. Shouting. Denials. Excuses. But I wasn't listening. I looked around the room, this house that never truly felt like home, and made a decision. I packed my things calmly. They begged.
Cried.
Blamed each other. Nadia muttered something like, "It was just a dare. I didn't think you'd actually go." I didn't answer her. As I walked out with my bag on my shoulder, my father followed me. "Take the full account. It's yours. And I'll fix the rest. I'll make it right," he said. I took the bank folder and nodded. "I'm not disappearing this time. I'm leaving." 2 months later, I met the original insurance advisor who handled my mother's policy. She told me something even my father didn't know. My mother left 3 accounts, not 1. 2 were untouched. Growing interest for 20 years. All in my name. It was far more money than I ever imagined. Enough to build a life, travel, start a business, anything. The dare that was meant to mock me became the key to everything my mother wanted me to have. Sometimes, the people closest to you don't value you until you step away. And sometimes, a cruel dare reveals who truly cares and who only cares about what you represent. I didn't disappear to test my family. I disappeared to prove them wrong. Instead, I discovered something far more valuable. Freedom.
Truth.
And a future that finally belongs to me. What started as a sibling dare at Thanksgiving became the moment I found out exactly who I was meant to be.